You have your slide deck complete and you want to present this to your students. So when you present this to your students in the classroom, we just do a simple live present. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Because actually you could still do this if, let's say, you're doing a Google Meet and you want students at home to participate via Pear Deck. They could do that while you're sharing your screen. So for instance, I click on my Pear Deck icon, or I go into add-ons and open up my sidebar. And make sure you don't click present lesson here. That would actually start your lesson for a regular Google slide. We want to present it via Pear Deck. So when I click on this, you're going to notice it might open up two tabs because we have something called the dashboard as well. There we go. So now I have the teacher dashboard, but I'm not even going to worry about that at this point. I'm just going to go back here. So this would be, let's say I'm doing a Google Meet, and I could have this as my sharing my screen, and kids could actually join the Google Meet, and then they would just go to joinpd.com and type in this, and it's going to wait for students until we get, let's say we have a class of 25. We want to wait till that number gets close to 25. They can, at any time, if I click the X here, at any time, if you see people coming in, I can re-click on that button up there. And that would then open this back up so that they could see it. But the bigger thing for us right now is self-paced mode. So this would be something that you could do, send out to students for the instruction for the week. And inside your slide deck, you might have some videos explaining the topics, as well as some interactives and some websites and some resources, kind of as like a hyper slide. And with that, it's very simple to do. All we do here, went to the next slide. Well, that really doesn't matter, but all we do down here, the ellipsis, the three dots, they are three of the vertical dots. If you click on that, it says turn on StudentPaced. Okay, when I turn on StudentPaced, it's going to actually, it says to assign this for homework, send your students to this link. So I would just copy and paste that as a link and put that right into my Google Classroom. Or if I'm elementary, I would send that to my parents via Class Dojo or Seesaw, and that would be their homework. Say, hey, for this week's science lesson, we have a slide deck via Pear Deck for you to go in. Now, it is important that they sign in with their Google account, okay? But I will show you, and that's really, really important for secondary. But for elementary, right here's the stop StudentPaced, by the way. For elementary, I'll show you another quick trick that you can do if you just want this for students to practice and you're not as worried about them signing into their Google account. So if I end this, I'm going to say you would want to leave and allow students to keep working, but I'm going to say yes, I'm sure. The nice thing here is if I name my lesson, all the people that were involved in here would get, let's say Pear Deck. I would click this button. Student takeaways means that secondary students would actually get emails of a Google Doc that has all their answers and everything they've learned. So I can save and end session. I'm just going to end that session. Now, for K1 and 2 teachers that maybe are worried about the Google logins, right here, if you click on this menu button, you can turn that off that says require student logins. They can just join with an avatar and a nickname. That's really nice for K1 and 2 because then they don't have to worry about signing in with their login information. I would highly recommend 3 through 12. Turn that on. It's a great way for you to keep track. And that's it for this portion of the tutorial.